Hey guys, Rage Cage 20 here, and we are back with more Alice. Yep, that's right. We are now in chapter 3, and I'm gonna try not to die here. But hey! What better way to start this out? Anyways, so yeah, I got like a couple things I want to talk about. But I'm gonna wait a little bit before I start talking about it. Just gonna enjoy this beautiful atmosphere for a little while.
The author obliterated the distinction between poetry and pessimism.
I feel like that's some like deep stuff that he just said, but I don't understand any of it. oh, no fish, paper fish. Oh, where did the other fish go? So yeah, I got about 3 things I want to talk about. It's kind of like more like 2.5 things because is there an invisible pig around here? I think there's, because one of them is directly related. It's kind of like a segue into the other two, so it's kind of like 2.5. But just have some things I want to talk about, some interesting topics I thought would be fun to share and have a little powwow. Hey, oh no. I know there's a pig snout around here, but I don't remember where, and I don't remember if it's invisible or not. I know they came out with that invisible thing really fast in this chapter. In this section of this chapter, I just don't remember where. And like I mentioned this before, I remember mentioning this before. Usually I find everything in chapter 3 pretty easily, but because of that I'm always afraid of missing something. Yeah, I hear him. Is he a little piggy? Okay, let's go down here. No, I think it's on the other one. Yeah, it's getting louder over here. Oh, why did I jump? There we go. Found you, little piggy. I do know that there is visible snouts in this game, or in this chapter, but I don't remember what part that is. I'm gonna circle back around and get that bottle over there, and go up, and I think there might be a memory on the other side. Ugh, yes! I made it. I really like this chapter because of its theme and music. Like, I think they did a really good job at capturing every chapter's theme. I think they did a smashing job. I still love the fact that we're climbing up to the top of that tower. Like, this whole thing is just climbing all the way up to the top of that mountain, tower, hill thing, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Let's just hop over here. I think there's a memory in here, but I cannot recall. Yes, there is.
Whoever said true art serves neither ornament nor use is ignorant of the aesthetic of the East.
True that. I actually studied a lot of Chinese, Japanese, and Indian art and beliefs and all that stuff, and it's actually really cool. I do find it very fascinating to learn about other cultures' history and, you know, their belief system. Oh yeah, these pop out when you get close to them. I remember that now. Also, you know, they're like, other cultures' art is absolutely amazing. It's really cool, and you get to learn about the history of the art and all that stuff. I think it's pretty amazing.
Is a pathetic sailor and an even worse captain. We'd have run aground on the Isis if I hadn't taken an oar.
Good job, Lizzie. Yeah. And it's weird because everyone always asks me this question because every time I say that, like, I'm taking ethnomusicology, and I'm telling them that, yeah, I took it last term. It's a two-part class, so I had to take it 2 terms in a row. Whenever I tell them that, like, we're learning about, you know, like, their art and their culture and stuff, they're like, what does that have to do with music? Like, isn't it supposed to be music class? And I was thinking the same thing when I first started taking the class, but it kind of makes sense that... Okay, that camera changed. Don't do that to me. Waterfall. It kind of makes sense when after you think about it that, you know, so, like, especially with us, you know, a big thing about what makes our music our music is because of our background and our everyday life that shapes and forms the music. And, you know, art and music is usually directly related, so it's actually really important to study other people's culture and art and daily life to truly get a feel for what their music is and to help understand it more. And that's what I think was a really cool
What
thing.
Nurse Witness said was, the fire whooshed in, lit her up like the guy on Cracker Night. No one knows how she survived except Alice, and she's Shtoom, remember?
I don't know. I should look up that word. Shtoom. I think they use that as a word in Skyrim. It was something close to that. I think Parthenax says it. Shtoom. It sounds like something Parthenax would say. I don't know if he said it or not, but it sounds like something he would say. So these wasps are hard to deal with. You can trick them really easily, but they block most of your attacks. You can kill them with a teapot if you like trick them, because they will try to dodge it. But if they're close quarters, they will still get hit with it. See, right there, he still got hit with it. A big thing that you can do is shatter their defenses with the hobby horse, or you can, like, pop out your bunny, wait for them to try to attack it, and then get them from behind. That usually works out pretty well. Or you can try dodging them. Sometimes you can maybe dodge towards them and still miss the attack and hit. I mean, they can be tricky sometimes, but they're still pretty easy to deal with. Most of the creatures in this chapter are pretty easy to deal with. I think there's one fight that's really, really hard, but all the other ones are pretty simple, I would say. Oh yeah, that's a shit. I gotta pop this bad boy. Guns away. Perfect. Boom. Okay. Yeah, the enemies in this chapter are really cool too. I like how they chose the samurai wasp. This is the Asian eye. That's another one of those glitches I was talking about. When she pulls down the lever, she goes all Asian eye on you. It's all squinty. Yeah, I like the enemies in this game because they made like samurais, and I don't know how to pronounce it. I used to know how to pronounce it, but I don't, like Daimos or however you pronounce that. And just all like bees, but they made them all samurai. See, as you see, I shattered his defenses, and that makes them all stunned and whatnot, so you can get some extra hits. And if you're right next to him, it's really hard for them to dodge that teapot. And also, like with other enemies, if you're not aiming at if you're not aiming at the other one, he will not retreat to get out of the damage zone. So you can shoot, if they're like right next to each other, you can shoot one you can shoot at one of the bees, they'll dodge it, but the other one will get hit by the full blast of it. So there's many different strategies on how you can try to take out these wasps and stuff. I just love how this is a paper mache ant, but it got stabbed and is bleeding everywhere, and all this paper stuff is on fire. It's really cool. Paper mache. I guess it would call it origami ant. That would be more culturally accurate. Let's see, where am I going? You do not look at me. Oh yeah, oh, this one. So, things, get a little into the things I wanted to talk about
Certain
after this.
smells are one-off. You'd never mistake burning human flesh for roasting a lamb chop.
Sorry, ear itched. My little segue into this is that I noticed with this game, it would I don't know. I have a hard time talking about the game because I know so much about it. I know where to go and everything to do. So it's pretty much just like running through the game. Palms away. So yeah, it's pretty much just me running through the game. Asian eye. So something I noticed that was really fun to do. Alice. Alice! There's another one of those glitches. It would not let me jump at all. So something I noticed I like to do is kind of like a talking episode, or talking series, just like another YouTuber I've watched before. Ooh, something up here. On one of his playthroughs, projects, whatever you want to call it. Oh no, I got this. I don't got this. He spent like almost the whole project just like talking about like stuff from his past and all that. A bunch of like old school stuff, like games he used to play, toys he used to play with, and you know, sports and stuff like that. Ooh, get into the stream. And I noticed that's kind of what I've been doing with this one, with talking about like those shows I was watching and Final Fantasy and all that good stuff. So I thought of, I didn't really think of anything, but it was one subject that I kind of started in the last chapter that I wanted to get back to in this chapter. I want to talk about briefly. And then there was another subject that I just recently started that, yes, fuck yeah, that I wanted to discuss. Oh, no you don't. And, oh, kitty, where are you, kitty? Ah.
She who saves a single soul saves the universe. Remember?
No. Refresh my memory. I think it's a fight. Oh yeah, there's definitely a fight. Oh yeah, that's another thing that the game recommended for these wasps. Is that the best, easiest way to deal a lot of damage to them is to distract them. See, you can also dodge right at them. That is risky because sometimes they will hit you. And I'm not actually trying to dodge towards them, it's just that's what's happening. But, oh yeah, the Daimyo, I don't know how to pronounce it. This guy is really easy to kill, by the way. Every time he goes up for that attack, just shoot him. Or even after he lands, you can still shoot him and then just whack him up. Dodge that. I'll show that here in a second. Yeah, but you can easily just distract the samurai bee thing, samurai wasps. So you can even hit him after he does that too. Yeah, you can even distract him after. Anyways, you distract the wasps by by like shooting at them, and then you can immediately go in and attack them. That's what the game recommends. I missed this guy the first time that I went through the... Oh, I didn't miss him, but I was searching for him probably for 10-20 minutes because I had the screen in a darker setting, and so I couldn't see him over here, so I was just like jumping around, shrinking, like looking everywhere. I could not find him, and he was just right here, right next to me the whole time. It drove me insane. Anyways, yeah, that was my little segue. That thought of a few things I want to talk about because I thought it'd be fun to kind of have a little powwow talk time during kind of this downtime running around sections of this game.